What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another amazing episode of Sippin Vibes. I'm your girl, Miss JLH from We Don't Sip Tea, We Drink Wine.
And now your boy AJ, the co-host of Hip Hop Vibes, the podcast. It's like a tri-call question. You got to say the whole thing.
I be like, I always want to say you got to say the whole thing twice, even though you don't have to say the whole thing twice. But I be wanting to say you got to say the whole thing twice, all the time.
All the time.
But yeah, how was your week? How's everything going? How's life?
Yeah, the week's been weekend. Life's been lifing.
I feel that.
But I'm here. Dilly.
Hey, I got my tea. I know everybody, you know what's so funny? I talk so much shit online. People be like, why don't you go drink your wine? Maybe you've had too much wine. I don't even drink anymore, for real.
That is
That's
true.
me
That is true. You don't drink no more. Like,
sober as fuck.
I'm over here
like just the sober mind that just be coming out. So
and that's all right.
Yeah. But apparently not to the people. Apparently I be a wino talking my shit. So I don't like that though. That's not fair to say that only drunk people tell the truth. Come on. Sober people tell the truth. Well, me as a sober person.
That's fair.
Not that sober. I smoke. Maybe that doesn't count.
You all right? You still inebriated.
Yeah, that's true. So, how did you like these albums this week? What are your thoughts? We did Kelly Price. Did you?
Yeah. I mean, I've been listening to Nas album. So.
Okay. Was this your first time listening to Kelly Price?
It was.
Okay.
It was my first time.
Mine too, actually.
Price. Oh, really?
A full Kelly Price album? Yes. This is my first time.
You guys.
Yeah. Okay, so who we do last time? Did we do hip hop?
I think we did do hip hop last time. I feel like we did. Yeah, we did.
Okay. Who was it? Sir and Will Smith? Yeah.
Yeah, we did Will Smith. Yeah, because we did Will Smith first.
Okay. Awesome. So then, yeah, let's dive into Kelly's album, Soul of a Woman. Okay. This was Kelly's first studio album. It came out in 98. It has 13 tracks. Okay. This was a put on because I don't know if you know Kelly Price's history, but she actually used to be a background vocalist for a lot of people. That's how she started out in the game. And a writer too. More so a background vocalist. Okay. So I thought it was really awesome that she was able to get this opportunity to have her own album.
Yeah, I do fuck with that.
This This is a give Kelly Price her flowers moment because she's not just an amazing vocalist. She's a singer, a composer, a producer, a writer, a lyricist, a programmer, a recording arranger, a vocal arranger, and an instrument arranger. So that's like all of her titles.
Someone did their homework, okay? Okay, someone did their homework on this. Okay.
Yes, Kelly is everything, and I didn't know she was so talented. So okay, let me say my favorite songs on this album before I get deep into it. Okay, so my favorite songs are "Don't Say Goodbye," "Soul of a Woman," Her, And Take Me to a Dream was a beautiful ballad. She sang her heart and soul out. I felt it deeply. And Lord of All, you know, I miss some gospel or R&B albums. Okay, I don't know if you used to listen to R&B albums back in the 90s, but a lot of R&B albums back then used to have at least one gospel song at the end.
That's
At
true.
least. I know Destiny's Child used to do it down. Kelly did it. I think Mary J got one like that. I think. I don't know. I gotta go back and listen to people. But yeah, I miss gospel at the end of an R&B album. That did it for me because she can sing, and you know she got her start in the church.
Mm-hmm. Like most R&B singers. Yeah,
Big facts, big facts. What
for
were your?
sure.
Oh yeah, she got that church vocal chords.
Mm-hmm. You definitely do. I'm like,
Fact.
oh, yeah, you definitely sung in the church, but you in the choir for sure. You had quite a few solos.
Yes, yes. So what I love so much about that is um her dad and her grandfather were actually a pastor and her mom was I think like music director. Yeah. And then her first performance was in the church at the age of 3.
Jesus.
Ain't that crazy?
See how they be forcing you to sing and stuff? Mm.
I know. They used to start him out early, boy. They was just putting them on stage.
Right.
So she was heavily involved in the Pentecostal church. And then her first background vocalist performance was with Starlet Atmore. Her church sponsored an album for one of the church members, and that was Starlet Atmore. She wanted to do a gospel album. So Kelly actually sung background on that one. And she really praised Starlet for giving her a start because Starlet really put her in the studio and was like, she had something. Like she saw it instantly. Um, and then in 92, she landed her first professional gig singing background for George Michael in
Oh, snap.
Madison Square Garden. Ain't that crazy?
That's wild. Okay.
I
She,
know.
she
How
got
your
some
first show Madison Square Garden?
she got some stuff under her belt. Okay, okay.
Right? Okay. So then a
I'm with
month
that.
later, she was okay. So then she was homeless, right? And she was really looking for a job. She was about to give up and everything. But a month later, she got booked to sing in a choir with Mariah Carey at her 1992 Grammy performance for her song "It's Over," "If It's Over" from Mariah Carey's Emotions album.
Okay.
hmm I actually don't
That's
like that
right. That's
album
right.
that much. Yeah, that because early Mariah is full of choir, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't feel like every song needed that. And I don't know what they was trying to do with early
What's that?
Mariah, but yeah, I didn't really feel early Mariah. But did Kelly Price eat down? Yes. So her career continued to flourish. Okay. She was songwriting.
Yeah.
She's worked with artists like Mace, Biggie,
Who?
Aretha, Karen Clark. Yeah. Her resume long out here. You feel me? And I wanted to tell the story because Soul of a Woman had an anniversary not too long ago, and so like this is a big deal of being her first album and just how she got her start. And not only that, Kelly Price has been in the media not too long ago, and it wasn't like really favorable or whatever. But
Mm.
aside, we're gonna stick to the music. I really just wanted to give her flowers because I just feel like she's not talked about enough. So yeah, she's a fire vocalist. Um, she said she was in love with her career and everything when she was working for Mariah, but she was realizing while she was on tour with her that she really needed to be a solo artist. God was speaking to her. So they was singing one of her songs from her albums. I can't remember which one she said they were singing, but it was like a spiritual awakening for her because she said God was like really talking to her on that stage, telling her like it's her time to go on her solo career, even though she really loved working for Mariah. That was it. She was ready to dip, and this is how we got Soul of a Woman.
Okay, I rock with that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I know, right? Yeah. So I was worried about listening to this album because I knew she had worked with R. Kelly, and I dead ass didn't want to listen to no R. Kelly song. And it was one at the end.
It was.
Did you listen to it?
I did. I listened to the full album. Yeah. I mean, this
Okay.
was the '90s. This was '90s R. Kelly. I mean, hey,
It
he had the
was.
'90s. He had the '90s on lock.
He unfortunately did. He unfortunately did.
You can't
So
you
what
can't
did you
deny the
think of that
classic.
song? Because I didn't listen to that song.
Yeah.
Fuck R. Kelly and them classics.
Now she skipped the song though. Now she not giving a full. Now she can't even give a full review.
This
That's
is my
crazy. I'm like, damn.
So what did you think?
At least listen to the Ron Isley pop. You don't like Ron Isley?
It's not that. Listen, I've been an R. Kelly hater honestly since I was a kid. This is not new for real. Like I've literally hated this man since a child. I
Add that to the list.
honestly, yeah, I've honestly like got annoyed when my mom would play Ignition over and over and over and over, and I know all the words. So no, I hate
Give
him.
me a
I've
beat,
never liked
beat.
him. Ugh, I only like one R. Kelly song. Is When a Woman's Fed Up, and that's really it.
Okay.
I've stood by that my
We're
entire
knocking the
life.
songs that he wrote for other people. Are we including songs that he wrote for other people?
Unfortunately, yes, I have been. I haven't listened to no songs by R. Kelly that
Ooh.
he's produced or anything. I hold true to my ground. And if I did fuck with my mama, I would tell y'all to talk to my mama, but I don't fuck with her either.
That's crazy. Damn. So you don't listen to "Fortunate" by Maxwell?
No. No, I haven't.
Damn. I'm sorry, I can't get that song up.
Yeah.
That's my song. "Fortunate" is my shit.
I'm not giving it up.
Woo!
Maybe I'll screaming. Maybe I'll, circle back to it when it's playing on the radio. I don't turn it off if I hear it on the radio or nothing like that. I just don't play it in my own time.
I feel it. I respect it. No, I respect that.
But what did you think of the song? Which I like that Ronald Isley was on this project because he actually, so real quick, before we talk about that, I do gotta say this. Ron Isley was actually the one who signed Kelly Price to his label.
Okay.
She had a lot of offers on the table. So Jive Records was looking at her. Oh, I forgot to do this one. Jive Records was looking at her and she was going to go to Jive, but and they had a sweet offer on the table because they was like, oh, you could have writing creds for other people, you could write for other people, you could do this, you could do that. But they was talking about she need to lose weight. Like, is she always going to be this big?
That's wild.
It was fucked up. Yeah. So she said, fuck you, Jive. And she went to Ron because Ron said, it don't matter what you look like, sis. You got a story to tell. You got a voice in you. He saw it. He gave it to her. And it was history from there. Loved it. She also had full creative control over this album. So that was cool. Yeah.
For a debut album too? Okay.
Yeah. So what did you think of the song? Or what all the songs? And what would you think?
So as far as like the remix goes, the song goes, the R. Kelly song. It was solid. I like the I like how the song, because it's a remix to a friend of mine's to remix to that, and I like how Ron is basically playing. I think he's playing like her godfather or something like that, and
Oh,
she's basically much telling him like how caught her friend with her man with her blah blah blah, and then he calls Kate and they try to take care of the ex and all that shit whatever blah blah blah, or like scold him or some shit like that. Or it's alright.
okay.
I like the original better. The original is definitely better.
Yeah, it's
What you mean?
giving.
Yeah, the original is definitely better.
We could have done without that. Okay, but okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
But
I'm
yeah,
not gonna free sex in the closet or trapped in the closet.
I'm dead.
Niggas really they've been having that little trip, tripe, whatever trope. That's what it's called, a trope. They've been
Cheap
doing that little
trick.
trope forever. Trip trope. I had to get there. It was taking
Right.
up.
In fact. Uh, but no, my favorite songs, definitely a friend of mine is my favorite for sure. A friend of mine, Don't Say Goodbye. Was it Your Love, Take Me to a
Okay.
Dream. I think those probably my top favorites. But the whole song, the whole album, she was singing. She was definitely singing.
I totally agree. Hold on. I have to make sure I didn't leave my food on.
That's wild. Ah, niggas gonna nig.
Mother freaking mushroom.
Not you really
Oh
left food on the stove, bro.
wow. I
That's
definitely did. My bad. The struggle is crazy. I was like, why does it still smell like something's cooking?
that's wild. You about to have a whole
Yeah,
fire.
I'm
And,
bugging.
and you wouldn't even know it because you smart to keep going off.
I literally called them and they won't respond. I don't think I have a maintenance crew or maybe this place is ran by drug dealers. Like, I don't know.
That's wild.
I don't. No one's coming. No one's coming to save me. It's just going to keep going off. So I took the batteries out. I thought that was the problem. I don't know. I don't know. Here we are. So yeah. You
Shame.
know what I loved about this album too
What's
was
up?
just vocally. You just saw just the power in her voice. Like, vocally, it's an excellent album. For one, it's a solid first project. I also like the use of samples. Did you catch the samples?
I didn't actually.
What?
I missed the samples. I gotta go back and listen to
Let
that
me
again.
put you on, homie. Let me put you on. So she
Oh,
had
okay.
a
Oh no, I did.
sample.
The solo woman did have 20. I did catch that part. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
how you missed that? Yeah, she had that sample. That was a good one. And I didn't catch
Wherever
anything
you
else. Did you catch something else?
are. Nah, that was like the one that was like
I
obvious,
think that
obvious.
was the only one yeah. She had that. That was a good one though. How do you think she used that? Do you remember that song?
Which one?
Soul of a Woman.
Which song? So the
Yeah,
interlude.
I
Oh,
think that's what
I'm
she
trying to remember
sampled.
how it went. Oh, it was kind of a direct sample, wasn't it? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was yeah, yeah. She didn't really do like a whole bunch of like playing with
Yeah, it
it,
wasn't like
but I
chopped up
thought it
and
was
all like
like a
that.
good
Yeah.
yeah. But I thought it was a good use of it. Also, that song, did
Yeah.
you know it came out in 1990? Tony,
Nah, I
Tony,
did not.
Tony?
I
Me
didn't. You
neither.
said 1990.
So,
Yeah,
yes. Ain't that crazy?
that's when I was born.
Yeah, that was so
Wherever you
insane.
are.
I didn't think the song was old enough to be sampled on the '98 album, but apparently it was. Ain't that
Hey, you
crazy?
right. Give it 5
How
years, you
long
can
do it
sample
take?
anything.
Oh,
So
so
what?
5 years. I was about to ask, how
No, I
long
was just
should it
saying
take
shit.
to? Oh, well, how long do you think? How long do they take? You
I
think?
mean, nowadays it really don't really matter as long as you don't, as long as you're not sampling the song that came out the same year, unless it's your own shit. But
So
I'll
nowadays, you
say
think you can sample something that came
I'll
out
personally say wait.
3 years ago?
Say it again.
You can think you can
I would
sample
say
something that came out.
you could.
Sorry, I think we have a lacking.
I think there's a lag. It's definitely a lag. But I would
What'd
say,
you say?
if I had to put a time on it, if I had to put a time limit on it, probably like at least 5 years.
Okay. I think that's good, but I don't like that though, because it's like, dang, let it get old first. This was more than 5 years, so I ain't
That's
tripping,
fair.
but I don't know. The same decade is weird to me. I just think that's just too much. It's like, at least could have waited till 2000. I don't know.
No facts. Like that's what we're used to. That's what we're accustomed to at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Because hell, Ludacris
I
sampled that same.
definitely. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, okay. But see, that made more sense. He came out a little later, or was
Yeah.
he still a 90s artist?
No, he was 2000.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I didn't mind that one too much. Yeah, this was a little too soon for me, but I ain't tripping. I do like this album because of the interludes as well. I love a good interlude. I don't know what that's about.
Hmm.
I just love interludes.
I do too.
Oh yeah, yeah. They pieced the album together real nicely. And then last thing I want to say about Kelly, she grew up in Queens, the Edgemere Projects in Far Rockaway. So shout out to the Edgemere Project.
I'm dead.
And that's it. It was a great album, 10 out of 10. I'm giving it a 10. No, actually, I'm giving it a 9 because of the R.
Okay.
Kelly.
I'm dead. Well, understandable. I'll let you have that.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll let you have that. I'll let you have that. I
Would
don't
you
know.
give it?
I don't know. I give it an 8. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Okay. Why are
I
you
give it
giving
an
it
8.
an 8?
Uh, like I enjoyed the singing. Some of the songs I didn't really care for personally, but like being unbiased with it, it was a great project.
You know what? I can agree with that. Some of the songs wasn't really for me, but also I look at Kelly Price as a grown woman album. Like I feel like Kelly Price is one of those artists that you listen to on the quiet storm. And I don't feel like I'm at that age yet.
I'm dead.
I don't know if that makes any
Of course, don't be having some of that cycling music though. So I don't know. I don't know, especially on Sundays.
oh, oh,
Maybe have some of the cycling music
oh.
sometimes. Hmm.
But she really on her grown woman. Like even the friend of mine song, I just can't relate to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's stuff like I just really couldn't
Right.
relate to. So I just wasn't there yet. Maybe give me in my 40s. I feel
That's
like
fair.
I'll be more. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to Kelly Price and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I feel it. Now I understand.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I really feel that. But I love this cover of this album because she's giving face, she's giving body, she's giving hair. It's giving.
That's definitely a
She
90s
looks
album cover.
good.
That's a nice R&B
And she put on some
album
big
cover for sure.
girls. You feel me? I'm glad that she didn't compromise herself with Jive
Right.
Records, and she went with Ron. So, but she looked good as fuck in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
The titties is up and out. The lips is pushing out. Giving smiles in the eyes. She looked good.
No, she do. She definitely does.
Yeah. Okay,
Definitely
so
does.
that's it. We did it for Kelly. I love it. We here. Now we going in the odds.
Oh God.
Nostradamus.
Nah, not the album Nostradamus.
No,
Not
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 the album.
we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that album. We don't talk about that monstrosity of album.
Oh, it's bad.
To me, it is.
Oh, damn.
He definitely had better albums than to me. To me, some people might like it. I don't care for it.
Dang. That sucks.
I mean, he got some,
I
you
actually like.
know, he got like You Owe Me on it. The shit with Genuine on there. So he had some like hits on there, but overall, it's the album.
Shortly, say what's your price? That's my shit. Just to make
Yeah.
it up. You put
So,
my
but
eyes.
but quick fun fact about that though. So Nostradamus and I Am, they both came out in 99. They both came out the same year. It was actually supposed to be a double album, but a lot of the songs got leaked. So he had to like switch up a lot of songs. He had to change. He had to, switch a lot of songs from the album because the album got leaked, and that's where the lost tapes come into play because a lot of songs that didn't make the cut went on there
Oh,
lost tapes.
okay, that makes a lot more sense because that year I was like, damn, Nas is coming out with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And then the Bravehearts came out like
I
right
never know.
after that. So yeah.
Okay, okay. I never knew this.
Mm-hmm.
So this was his second album,
No,
technically, or third?
so Illmatic. Which one? Illmatic. This is the first one.
First,
Yeah,
first.
this is the debut album. Yeah. He had like a
Okay.
demo that came out before that. That's called like they call it Prematic. But this
Oh,
is like his first studio album.
okay,
I,
okay. So it was written is not considered an album.
no, it written. It's an album. That's an album.
Is that not his? That's not his first.
That's the second. It was Illmatic, and then it was written.
Oh, is this the one where his daughter got credit on it?
Yes.
Okay.
This album where his daughter got credit. Yeah, Destiny.
Well, I'm glad we listened to it then. Give her some money in her pocket.
Exactly. And she out
Love
here
that.
living. She out here living good. So,
Yes, absolutely.
but yes, this is the debut album of Nasir Jones. He's his father is make sure I pronounce the name all right. Aludala, I think is how you say his name.
Okay.
His original name was Charles Jones III, but he changed his name.
Oh.
Yeah, and his dad's actually a jazz and blues musician.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. His dad's actually featured on this album too as well,
This
playing trumpet.
album was very jazzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I fuck that.
I talked about this on my podcast a lot. A lot in like, especially back in the '90s, a lot of New York hip hop was based off jazz, and like
Mm.
versus Cali, where it's based off funk. So that's
Oh,
where the like,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't think
Yeah,
of
this is
that.
very
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Because now I'm thinking like the Harlem Renaissance could have played a part of like the sound influencing and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Because jazz was like a big thing during that era of the Harlem Renaissance and stuff like that. So yeah, I didn't
Hmm.
put two and two together. Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Nas is from Nas. We're talking about Nas. I mean, we're talking about Queen artists. Yeah, he's from Queens. He's from the Queensbridge Projects. Big Brick in '92. He was on a song called "Life at the Barbecue" by a group called Main Source, with the producer at that time was Large Professor, and he killed his feature on that shit, and I put a lot of eyes on him after that. And then from there, he released like Illmatic. Now it was only 10 songs, 9 if you don't include the intro, and it's barely 40 minutes long.
Yeah,
Barely 40 minutes.
it
So
go by fast.
it's a very quick listen. But to me, in certain cases, like less is more. And to me, this is one of those situations where less is more. Um, my personal favorite songs, "Life's a Bitch" with AZ and his dad on trumpet. And at the end, that's his dad playing that trumpet. "The World Is Yours," yeah. "Memory Lane," "Represent," "It Ain't Hard to Tell," and he has on this album as well. Were you able to catch some of those?
No, I caught none.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So
I know.
so it ain't hard to tell. He samples Michael Jackson.
Oh my God! Yes, I did catch that one. I'm lying. I did.
Yeah.
I didn't write it down because I have. Never mind. I took a screenshot of it of the photos and I forgot to write about it. But yeah, no, I did catch that one.
Yeah, he sampled. Yeah,
but what's the other one?
"Life's a Bitch." She samples what's the Gap Band. That's
I did not catch it.
Yeah, that's not Charlie. I was about to say Charlie Murphy. Charlie Wilson's
Wilson.
Yeah, that's his group. He has a lot of samples actually. He sampled Parliament on here. He sampled like Biz Markie. He sampled Kool and the Gang. He sampled Average White Band. There's a lot of samples on this album. A lot.
I was gonna say something that was gonna be so wrong then. So
what?
Because after I listened to this album, I just went ahead and listened to Reasonable Doubt just to like compare their first projects.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed the samples instantly on Jay-Z's project. I just only noticed one sample from Nas. So, and also Jay-Z's project was given more like, I don't know, it was given more like commercial vibes, whereas Nas gave me more like, this is for the hood. This is for the niggas. Strictly for the niggas.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a very, very raw album. It's very underground. Like this album is for hip hop. That's why it's very highly acclaimed in the hip hop realm. Like strictly hip hop, like from like lyricism to just like the beats he picked, just the ruggedness of the beats, of that overall tone. Yeah, it's a very underground type album.
Yeah, I totally agree. I liked One Love, One Time for Your Mind, Represent, and It Ain't Hard to Tell.
There you go.
Yeah, they weren't bad. I honestly didn't like this album. I'm gonna be real.
That's fair.
Yeah, it wasn't really for me. I just thought it was too much.
It was too hip hop for you?
It was, maybe it was. Maybe it was. I don't really know. I don't know. Let me say this. I'm not saying that it was a bad album because it's not a bad album. Let me put that out there. I don't think it's a bad album. I also think that I also understand why people love Nas. I also understand why this album is acclaimed the way that it is. But for me, it just didn't do it for me.
I get that.
What do you think about this album?
Oh no, I love this album.
Oh, it's your favorite Nas album?
It's between this one and Stillmatic on my two favorite Nas albums.
Okay. And Stillmatic is the follow-up of Illmatic, right?
Yeah, that came out in 2001. That's the one that has like Ether and stuff on it. Ether and one mic. Okay. Yeah.
What makes you love this album so much?
Um, like I said, it's only like really 9 songs because if you exclude the intro, it's only 9 songs. So when you have like an album that short, I feel like you're very selective as far as like the songs you pick that you want to have on the album, and it's like I feel like there's less room for error versus like if you had like 20 songs. Because usually if somebody has like an album that's like 20 songs, there's going to be at least 2 to 3 songs where it's like, okay, I could do without that type shit. Here, I feel like every song belongs for the most part. Like I can go through the whole album. Granted, again, the album is short, but I could go through the whole album and like it. If I had to pick a song that I didn't care for, it's probably One Time for Your Mind. If I had to pick a song I didn't care for,
Oh
I'd
wow,
probably,
I did like.
like I said, I don't hate that. I said if I had to pick one song that I didn't care for, it'll probably be that one.
Yeah.
And then you look at the production, like he has beats from DJ Premier, Pete Rock, Large Professor, Q-Tip. Like he has a very
With Q-Tip on there.
yeah.
Yeah.
He had
That's
a lot of production up, and again samples as well. Like I listen to old school music as well, so like hearing a lot of the old school samples, I fuck with that shit.
yeah.
My favorite
You
song,
call old school bands.
my favorite
Um,
song is definitely "Life's the Bitch" though. That's my favorite song. Him and Az. That's the. This
I
is like
actually did like that song too. I'm not even gonna hold you. What happened to Az? He don't rap anymore.
he still
Or he
rap. He still rap. I don't know. He just kind of I don't know. Because to be fair, he out rap Nas on that shit. He out rap Nas on that
I
song.
thought that as well.
He
I thought
did.
he did a really good job. I really like that song too. I forgot about that one. Yeah, I did like that one.
And it's just like I don't know. He just never just caught up with the man, which is a shame because Az is dope as fuck. Us do a project together is dope.
Have they done other projects together or just
They have.
records?
I mean, they had the Firm album. I mean, the Firm was received well,
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, with
but like
Foxy,
they never,
right? Okay, yes, yes.
but they
Look at
never
me
done like.
remembering Foxy.
But they never done like like a duo album with just those two. They never done like a
Okay.
collaborated album, but they have several
Well,
records together.
did you like the firm? Like, did you like that album that they had put out, or did you think it was good?
It was decent. It just kind of like didn't follow the theme. I felt like because it's supposed to be like this whole like mafioso type of like vibe type shit, and it
Yeah.
just didn't really fit. They didn't really stay with the theme for the most
Oh,
part.
okay. Yeah, I definitely understand that.
And then also Dre was like the producer of the album, and you kind of expect more from Dre, especially at that point because that album came out in like 96, 97, I want to say. I think yeah, around that time. So you kind of expect more from Dre at that point because especially since he was on top with all the shit
Right,
and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it just
right.
didn't really. It didn't expectations that everybody thought it would be.
That's understandable. Do you feel like Illmatic reached the expectations it should have initially coming out, or do you feel like it caught on later?
The hip hop standpoint, it definitely did. Like people still talk about this album to this day. When you think about like top albums, this is always in discussion. Now commercially, nah, it didn't do what it needed to do. I think it didn't go platinum until maybe like 10 years later type shit. I feel like
Yeah. What do
so.
you feel like it was missing commercially?
This didn't really have anything catchy for the radio compared to it was written like you got a song with Lauryn Hill, which is very catchy. Got the catchy hook, Street Dreams, even the remix when R. Kelly was popping. I don't think the remix is on that album. I can't remember, but yeah, more like catchy. It's like Nas is like, okay, I did street shit. Let me do this commercial shit real quick, type shit, and see how I do. And he did good
Okay.
with it. So
Yeah. Um,
And he shows you like, okay, he could do both. He could do shit, but he chooses to do like more like.
I agree. I I thought this record properly represented New York City. I mean, he shouted out each
Mhm.
borough in a lot of songs all the time, making sure he was representing, showing love, all of that. So to me, it was like a thoroughbred New York album. It was given.
Definitely, definitely.
Why he named it Illmatic?
That's a great question. Why did he name it Illmatic?
Oh, I thought you knew.
No, that part I don't. That part I don't know.
I just knew you.
That part I don't know why he named it Illmatic. He said it before, but I can't remember why he named it that.
Okay. This is him on the cover, right? As a little boy.
Yeah, that's him as a kid. And that's another thing that's kind of influential because like he started the whole like kid like on his like record label type shit as far as hip hop goes.
Mm,
That he's like
on the
then I
album.
yeah because after that then Biggie did it with Ready to Die. Lil Wayne did it with the and then so on and so forth. Like a lot of people kind of like
Oh,
imitated that.
I did not realize he started a wave.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, Nasir.
Not the government.
Yeah, everybody was naming their kid Nasir when Nas dropped.
Were they really? I don't know any other kids named Nas.
Oh, I know a lot of people named Nasir.
Oh, I don't.
I just always thought it was because of Nas, but maybe that's not it. Maybe I just kept making assumptions.
I don't know. I don't know
Like,
any. I
your
don't
mama
think.
named you after Nas.
Oh, okay. Illmatic means beyond ill. That's
Okay,
what it means.
okay.
And it was a
Lil
reference
Nas.
to his friend Illmatic Ice who was locked up. Okay.
Oh,
Got you.
that's
Got you.
nice. Okay.
Got you. Okay.
He shouted out a lot of niggas on this album that I was wanting to look up to see if they still alive and if they still doing stuff. I'm not trying to laugh and be
I'm dead, but I get it.
funny. But yeah, I did want to know. Cause this album's old as fuck, but I just wanted to know, are they still
Got this.
around? What are they doing
It
now?
is. It
Are
is.
they still friends? He shouted out so many people. I was like, oh, so
But
he
that's like
still
a
know
tip.
these niggas?
That's like a typical rap thing. That niggas do that shit all the time, every album.
Yeah, that's true. I just
Hey,
wanted to know if they still cool.
well, like Wiz did that shit on his last on his past album. He shouted out a whole bunch of people.
Are they even really cool
Granted, he shouted out people that helped. Who?
that they be shouting out? Would they be cool with them?
I guess.
I'm
Well, I know
asking you
Wiz.
like you know.
Wiz was shouting out people that helped him on the album. So
Okay, yeah, that's what's
yeah,
up. I mean, did these people help him on the album, or these was just niggas that Nas knew?
I probably a little bit of both. Probably a little bit
Okay.
of both. Like I know Ill Will was like a friend of his that got killed.
Mm.
In the project. So that's why he shouts out Ill Will all the time, and that's why he has a record label called Ill Will, named after him.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Um,
Um, do what was I gonna ask? Dang. Oh, did Nas really sell drugs?
nah,
Was he really in the street?
nah. It's most of the stuff he has just like he see. It was the stuff he would see. I think,
Okay,
but he knew a lot. But I think he tried, but like he realized that wasn't his shit, and then started. But he's still hanging out with niggas that did all that type shit, and he sees
got
shit.
you,
He's
got
in
you.
Queen. He's in
Yeah.
the project, so like he sees a lot of shit, so he knows what's going on.
Okay, because I never knew if Nas was like a Jay-Z or if he was more of a storyteller. Just which would make more sense.
Yeah, he's more of a storyteller. And I'm not like again, I'm not gonna sit here and say didn't do anything, but compared to like other, even compared to Jay-Z, we all know Jay-Z actually did stuff. as far as me.
No, yeah,
He actually like
no
Soul Jones and
fact.
stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, that's what's up.
So
I was listening.
how would you rate this album?
Mhm. I was actually trying to. I was looking up Nostradamus. I'm screaming. I'm such
That's
a
wild.
nerd.
That's
I'm
wild.
a history nerd. I was seeing what not because I forgot what Nostradamus was known for, but I forgot he was a seer and an astrologer. I thought he was known for telling stories or something, but sorry, I'll say in a moment. I had to double check. I mean, he kind of is known for telling stories. He be seeing into the future, so same thing. Anyway,
Mhm.
this album, what do I rate it? What do I rate it? My personal, I have two different ratings. Okay, all right.
Mhm.
My personal rating, I'm definitely giving it six. Only because again, I didn't really it really wasn't for me.
Mhm.
Um it doesn't have any commercial songs on it, like you said. It is very much a street album. I'm not a street nigga. So it just doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't. But do I respect it and do I understand its placement in hip hop? Yes, the fuck I do. So I'm giving it a good solid eight, eight and a half.
Okay, okay. You said eight,
Yeah.
eight and a half.
Yeah, because of the commercial, it's no commercial songs. Like
Gotcha.
my thingy is a six only because I can't really fuck with the songs like that.
Yeah.
But now if I'm taking away my personal thoughts and diving into the songs that I really actually do enjoy and just looking at the album as a whole and the production and the history and stuff like that, yeah, I'm gonna give it an eight, eight.
Okay. I fuck with that. I fuck with that.
What about you?
Someone asked our favorite song. Well, my personal favorite song.
Oh my
Before I
god, I
answer,
meant to look at the
we got
comments. I'm
comments.
terrible.
My favorite song from this whole album is "Life's a Bitch." That's my favorite song. Az killed it. Out rap Nas, but Nas killed the shit too. It's not like Nas had a bad verse. It's just Az outdid him, and this is for Az's like first big song. So the fact that he out rap Nas on his debut album speaks volumes of how skilled he is.
I agree.
But I would rate it 9.5, 9.5, 9.5.
I fucked
If
with
you
that.
maybe if you had maybe just a couple more songs, I'm like okay, but I respect it.
For
Like I
that
said, less is
time
more. So
frame of not having only 10 songs on the album during that time, it was definitely weird. I would
yeah,
say that because
exactly.
that is so unheard of.
It's like more of an EP than an album.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely gave mixtape EP vibes, and the songs aren't even that long, so that's like
Yeah,
another thing.
that's
They
well,
go by. It goes by really quick. I had to listen
it
to
does
it a
go
few
by quick.
times.
I said the first song is just the intro, so it's only like a minute and a half or a minute and 45 seconds.
You know what? I didn't mind New York State of
Um,
Mind. I'm not gonna hold you.
that's
I
probably like the
didn't
most
mind it.
acclaimed song from the album.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I like
yeah. Again, it's
I
like
liked how hard it
very
was.
gritty.
It was he yeah. I liked it. I also like I don't know. I definitely listened to more of his wordplay with this album because when I listened to It Was Written, I didn't go in like that with listening to him like how he was rapping and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So I definitely like that. Someone said, Sweetney said, "Have you listened to Stillmatic album?" I
I
have.
have, I have.
So what's your favorite? Like, what do you compare this album to Stillmatic?
Is it what do I compare?
Yeah, how do you compare the two?
Like Stillmatic supposedly is essentially kind of like the sequel, I guess, to Illmatic. It still has some of that ruggedness in there. Like you have New York State of Mind Part 2. I think New York State of Mind Part 2 on the album. I might be getting my songs mixed up, albums mixed up. But it still has like the rugged, like the New York ruggedness, but it still has like it still has like the commercial aspect of it too. Like you still got the lyrical songs like One Mic. You got storytelling like We Won, where he's telling the whole story from reverse. So I'll fuck with that shit. Yeah, that's probably my favorite song off the album Rewind. You got songs like Second Childhood. Of course, Ether's on there, which is one of the top disses of like all the hip hop of all time. And then you got some commercial stuff in there. Like he got songs like Anne Marie on there. He got another collaboration with AZ.
I see. Was that one good? The Flyers?
Yeah, that was a good one too. Definitely a good one. He's Stillmatic. Yeah, Stillmatic was made. That was like Stillmatic was like his comeback album. Because like I said, Nostradamus was not received well. It wasn't an album that was received well. A lot of people feel like he was trying too hard to be fucking commercial. Because I remember there was a music video with him like doing like the screens and shit with the shiny suits and all that shit. I'm like, nigga, you ain't Diddy. Come on, don't do that.
I'm screaming.
Like that's how he acted. It was just like a lot of people didn't like that shit. So like, you need to go back to your roots. And then of course not. And then it didn't help that Jay-Z dissed him with Takeover and shit. So this was like this was his comeback. If he didn't come back with a good album, he was going to be, yeah.
So it was written in IM. Did they do well?
I feel like those will receive well.
Okay.
Definitely better than Nostradamus.
New York State of Mind Part 2 was on IM.
Okay, that's what it was.
But it's all right. You were on your shit though.
I was like, wait, it's not on that
album. Oh, this is the album with "Hate Me Now" on it.
Yeah, that's one that has "Hate Me Now." Yeah,
I didn't know that.
"Hate Me Now." Nas is like, yeah.
Oh, and "Ghetto Prisoners." I heard that song. Okay, I heard a little bit more Nas than I thought I had. But I didn't listen to the IM album. This is my second Nas album that I've ever listened to. First, I listened to It Was Written.
You said
second.
People say that It Was Written is his best album. This is his best album, and arguably, I'm not going to disagree. I prefer Illmatic over It Was Written personally, but I'm not going to disagree if you say that. Yeah,
I'm gonna be real again. I didn't like that album either, and maybe I only. But to be fair, I only listened to It Was Written one time, so I honestly really need to go back and listen to it again. But I really wasn't fucking with it the first time I listened to it, so I don't know if it's just I don't care for Nas album wise, but
maybe that might be.
Yeah. But I love Nas, so I don't want anybody to think. I don't want anybody to think I think he's trash or I'm talking shit about Nas. It's none of that. I just don't think that he's for me. Album wise.
Paramedic album covers. I assume you're talking about Illmatic. I mean, it's tough and it's simple because like it's just the background of this project and what him in front as a kid. So like it's simple, but it still goes hard. This is why I fuck with it.
What I also love is how he continues to use background in the other two albums that he comes out with after that.
Exactly.
He like just continues and it escalates.
Yeah, it's him. It's the same thing with him as an adult. And then he does what I am where he has like the Sphinx and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, the nigga a whole pharaoh screaming.
Right. And then he does it again with Nostradamus. This time the niggas in the hoodie.
Yeah, this nigga a nigga.
He's a nigga, yeah.
In a hoodie. Wait, do you like Nostradamus? Aside from what people say about it, do you like it?
I don't. No, I actually went back and listened to it.
Okay.
I don't.
Really recent?
Yeah, I went back.
When did you?
It was like within like the last 2 years.
Okay.
Within like the last 2 years, I didn't care for it.
What doesn't it do?
I didn't care for it. It might have been like maybe like I just didn't like it. It didn't like hit me the way other albums did.
Got you.
And again, like part of it could have been like a lot of songs. Once I like looked up the shit that happened, I found out that a lot of songs got leaked, so therefore you pretty much had to read the album. So I'm like, I was like, okay, that kind of
dang leaking music in the 90s is
a little bit of leeway, but it's still bad. You said what?
Yeah, could you imagine music getting leaked in the 90s? Like, it must have been really bad.
Right. Right. And like I said, it was supposed to... Right. And like I said, it was supposed to be an album. So I feel like if he did like the actual double album shit didn't get leaked, I feel like it would have been fire. If he just did that one project, I feel like it would have been great. And Perry Max said, "Have you seen him act?" I have. I don't care for his acting at all.
I love Belly, but he was horrible in it. I'm screaming.
I said
they really be coming for Belly.
Exact same shit. I said the exact same. I said this. We talked.
I know, and I'm not commenting
a couple weeks ago. Like, hey, Belly was not.
Because I need to watch Belly again now as an adult. I cannot talk about it right now. I just can't give that opinion.
Like I said, the intro, amazing. The intro was amazing, but the acting.
And I like the way the movie is cinematically shot.
Again, it was shot like a big ass music video. It was shot like a big ass movie. It's Hype Williams. It was a big ass music video.
I'm screaming. I'm gonna.
I get what you're.
That's my opinion.
Saying though, like I said, like top three things you remember. Top three things. The intro, the banana scene. I don't like that shit. And Keisha. That's what you remember.
Fact.
Those are three things you remember from that. Three things. Intro, Keisha, and then the banana scene. I don't like it.
That's
nigga had a banana on his lip lap. I don't like that shit.
I didn't even realize that was from that movie. I just all forgot that was from that movie until people kept posting.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you freeze?
Because that movie. Did I?
Okay.
Am I frozen? Is it giving? Froze?
We good. It might have been me. I don't know. It was one of us. Somebody lost connection. Okay. He said, without Oscar worthy. I don't know about that one, Chief.
Definitely not Oscar worthy.
I don't know about that one.
That's crazy to say.
It's not Oscar worthy.
Did you like DMX acting?
Love Belly.
Did you like DMX acting?
I don't know, because I feel like DMX was really just being himself. I can't really say he was acting.
I know, that's what I thought.
If I'm being honest.
I thought that too.
No, in other movies, in other movies, I can be like, yeah. In other movies, I could be like, yeah. But in this movie, it's with this being his debut acting career, like he was literally just being himself.
I thought that too. He said, I didn't even know this dude was an actor. They said, what other stuff Nas been in? Because I didn't think Nas been in other stuff.
I don't think he's been in anything else. Not that I can think of. Let me see. Unless, I can't think of shit else he's been.
It's not too many rappers I think that can actually act for me.
It's really not.
Like Will Smith is good.
The most okay. He's been a lot of stuff, but he's played himself most of the time.
He has. What he been in?
The only time he hasn't played him, he's been in Belly. He's been in. I even watched In Too Deep, so I can't even speak on that one. In Too Deep. Apparently, he was John Q, but he played himself. I don't even remember him being there.
Me neither.
Yeah, and then he's been like a different TV shows and playing himself. So 9 times out of 10, it's just him performing some shit. So I can't, yeah. But as far as like rappers that are good actors, LL Cool J, Will Smith, Queen Latifah, I'll give Pac an honorable mention because unfortunately he passed before he could really get to that level. But he was getting there. He was definitely getting there. Who else could I say? Rappers like that. I would say Donald Glover, but he was an actor first before he started rapping. So
I agree. Donald is real phenomenal.
Yeah, he started rapping. But I'll put him in there. Fuck it, I'll put him in there too. Method Man for sure.
I do like Method Man.
Definitely Method Man.
I wouldn't say Redman.
Yeah.
Definitely Method Man. I don't like these movies, but I am gonna say Ludacris.
Oh, you talking about Fast and Furious?
I love Ludacris as an actor. Yeah, I actually thought he did really, really well on fucking Law and Order. That's what I really liked him in. Did you ever see that episode?
I ain't watched that episode.
Ooh, them things is good. Them things is good. He did that.
Okay.
But Fast and Furious can go to hell, and I hate that y'all kept that franchise alive.
Don't put me in that. I stopped after Paul Walker died, and even then I ain't watched. And even then I ain't watched the 2 movies before that. So, like the only movie, I think the only movie I watched all the way through for that franchise is Too Fast, Too Furious, and Jetocito, cuz, and Tokyo Drift.
Everybody say Tokyo. Well, I hear mixed reviews on Tokyo Drift. Like it's good and it's bad.
I enjoyed it.
But I only wanted to watch Tokyo Drift because Bow Wow was in it. But you know, that was like, I'm screaming. Yeah, you know what time it was.
Right. Before you started wilding.
Yeah.
Ice-T.
I don't really like
Think about Ice-T. He plays the same role in every show and movie he's in. He always plays like, like he was a cop in fucking New Jack City. Right. Law and Order. He's a whole fucking detective. Like,
it's cute.
I mean, he plays that role well though. It's ironic because the nigga has a whole song called Cop Killer, but now he's playing the cop. But yeah.
Been winning almost his whole career. I love that for him. Okay, we're done with Nas, but we did listen to, even though they're not from Queens, y'all. Yeah, we were giving love to Queens, but we got to take it to the West Coast real quick because me and AJ did listen to this song real quick before we head out by Bone Thugs and Harmony because we want to put them on because this is AJ's favorite group, y'all. AJ love him some Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Damn right.
So,
right.
Midwest?
Yes.
They not from the West? They Midwest?
Yeah, they're from.
I didn't know that.
They're from Ohio. Yeah, they're from.
Ew,
Cleveland.
Really? I thought they was from California this whole time.
So they're from Cleveland, but they signed it on the Easy E's Ruthless Records on. That's why they had the whole West Coast. That's why they had the West Coast sound. That's why they had the whole West Coast sound because they signed with Easy to do some shit and all. Yeah, they're from Cleveland.
What's LeBron? Oh my God.
Stop it. Yeah, that's where they're from.
Fucking hate Ohio, bro.
That's that Midwest.
I did not know that. My bad. Okay. Well,
but no, they do get that West Coast pass because they do have West Coast, because of their affiliation with Easy. They do have that.
Period.
that West Coast, like,
Let's not hype Cleveland too much. It's not that serious.
But yes, they did drop a song this past Friday called
Yeah,
"Aw
called
Shit."
All Shit.
All five members are on the song.
Hey,
I liked it, and I like the beat. The beat is like it's the modern beat, but it still give you like like that, like from
classic
that
Bone Thugs.
from from like that Art of War era, like
Mm-hmm.
that 97, 98
Hell
era
yeah.
Bone Thugs. Like it gives you
Yeah.
that a little bit. It was it was hype, it was something. Again, it was like it was a modern beat, but it still gave you that those Bone Thugs shit. And yeah, every single one of them killed it. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. I totally agree.
I feel like the standout verse for me was Bone. Wishbone, like he slid on that beat the best. Personally, I feel like.
I'm a fan, but I can't understand what they saying, so I need to look at the lyrics. And
Understood,
then
and that's fair.
and title didn't have that for me at the time, but at the end of the day, I was fucking with the song. The song I was definitely fucking with. I was listening to it in the gym. It definitely did it for me. It definitely got me hyped. It's a good song. I like it. I like it for a current Bone Thugs. Like I always wondered how would Bone Thugs fit into this current time, and this was
they
cute. This was
they showed
good. This was,
it, and they actually, and they actually about to go on tour.
I love that. Good
Yes,
for them. Nah, this song was fire. This is definitely an add to a playlist for sure.
I just need these niggas to come to the DMV. That's all I need. I looked at some of them tour dates. I did not see no Maryland, no DC, no Virginia. I'm like, hey, bro, I need y'all to come somewhere close.
Dang.
The closest thing
Um,
is gonna be no. The closest thing they're gonna be in New York, but I'm gonna be in North
that's
Carolina that
not
weekend
far.
now. But I'm gonna be in North
Oh,
Carolina that
ew.
weekend, so I'm just like, bro,
Oh,
I might,
understood.
I might have to be like, hey, babe, I can't go to North Carolina. Both of us can be in New York.
Y'all could just go to New York or go to ATL. Nah, he's going. Is he going? Yeah, he going. Um, Sweetney said, I just watched that belly clip between Nas and DMX. DMX was just himself, kind of casual, but that was interesting. I'm screaming. Yeah, he is just himself. I feel when it comes to acting. I was like, dang, is he going? He's definitely going.
No, you were going for a second. I was like, God damn.
Nah, I was going. You left.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Is my internet really that fucked up now? What's going on? Hold on. Oh, it was me? Damn, okay.
Yeah, it was
I don't know what's
you.
going on my internet. Nigga,
Um,
we just got a whole new network too. That's crazy. But
I know. Perry said Heaven's movie, Busy Bone, my favorite.
oh, that's his album, one of his solo albums, Heaven's
Oh,
Movie.
okay. I
Yeah, I
actually
believe
don't know. They all have a solo album.
everybody except for Richmond.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
all of them have a solo album.
Okay. Did you used to watch that show Wishbone? Screaming.
I'm dead. I did from time to time. I didn't watch it like that. I didn't care for it personally. But like
Oh,
sometimes I would just have it on as like background noise type shit. I'll be doing other stuff around the room. I'll be on the computer or on my Game Boy type shit.
I loved it so much. It was a good show.
Right.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So definitely make sure y'all check this out. Make sure y'all check out Bone Thugs and Harmony, new joint. Make sure you check out Kelly Price album, Soul of a Woman. We'll probably wait until you like in your 40s, 45, because that's when
Wait,
it really gonna hit for you.
yeah, wait till you grow up, basically. It's a grown
Yeah,
up album.
we're
It's a
not
grown up
there.
album.
We're still very childish, I feel.
It's like,
Even in our
I'm childish. Hey, I'm childish.
I'm
Hey,
childish
hey,
as fuck.
I'm childish as fuck. Childish as hell.
So let's wait until we like in our 40s, 50s. I feel like this album really gonna hit then. I'm gonna go through some more things, and this is really gonna hit for me.
Facts.
Then you got Nas, definitely for the hood niggas, only for the hood niggas,
I'm
New
dead.
York niggas.
Especially New York niggas. Yes.
Definitely for the New York niggas. This is definitely a New York album. This is nothing but a New York album. He ain't put on for nobody else but New York. And I love that for y'all. So
I can't. I'm from Virginia, so I can't relate. But I still.
No, not you, but you.
I know. For all my New York niggas, this is for y'all.
This is for y'all. And he said that. He put on for y'all. Shout out to Nostradamus. I love that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I love calling that man Nostradamus or Nasir. It's just whatever. Because you know he do be so prophetic, and he do be like he was spitting real shit on this album too. So I do. This is what I'm saying. I like Nas, and he do be talking about stuff. He has content. It's not that it's bad or anything. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bitch that want to twerk more than I want to be thinking.
So she wants. So in other words, she wants to listen to Uchiwali. That's what she wants to hear. You watch Uchiwali?
Maybe that's what I want.
That's what she want to hear. She want to hear you owe me. That's what she want to hear.
Yeah, I'm sure that say what's your price. That's my shit. That is my shit, and mainly because of Genuine. And not that Genuine really be, but he be singing that song down. I'm like, okay. But that's my shit.
Accurate as fuck.
But thank y'all so much for tuning in to another amazing episode of Sippin Vibes. Make sure you check us out every Tuesday where we discuss album reviews. Next week, we will be doing groups, actually. I'll be in the UK, actually. So I don't know what time it's going to be over there. But we're going to be here.
Oh, that's coming already? Okay. I ain't realized.
I know, right? It did come fast. Thank you, sweetie. I try to be honest as fuck. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Next week, what group you gonna do?
Oh, I'm doing Bone Thugs. It's Bone Thugs.
Okay, so you doing Bone Thugs. Are we going, so it don't matter what group? I don't know if I want to do a male group, or have you ever listened to a Dru Hill album? Wait, you doing?
I believe I have.
What Bone Thugs album are you doing?
I'm doing Creeping on the Come Up.
Creeping on.
It's more of an EP than an album, but I want to do that one. That's my favorite project from them. It's between that or I could do Thug World Order. Because I feel like that's underrated.
Thug World Order?
It's underrated. I feel like that's underrated from them. Because it came out in 2002, but it's like, I feel like it's underrated from them. But they do have some bangers on there.
Come up. I don't see that one.
You gotta spell it improper. It's not spelled like in the dictionary.
Not improper. I just put in Bone Thugs and I can't find it on there. Thank you. I went to EP. Oh, still Creeping on the Come Up.
Yeah.
Come Up.
Creeping on Come Up. Yeah.
So that came out in 2011.
Oh wait, no, not that one. No. Hold on.
Oh, that was not Still Creeping.
It's Creeping on Come Up. No, that's
so the first one, the very, very first one, 94.
Yeah, 94 one. That one. Yeah.
Okay. If
It's
you
a quick
do 94,
listen. It's a quick listen. Only 8 tracks.
You said you have listened to a Dru Hill album?
I have been a long ass time. It's been a minute.
I'm like, what group do I want to do? Do I want to do Destiny's Child? Do I want to do a male group? I kind of want to put men on and because I don't think I feel like I've done a lot of male artists. I haven't. A lot of my artists have been women. You know what? Actually,
all my artists have been men, so.
I know you sexist as fuck. Screaming, JK,
That's
that
wild.
starts rumors.
That's wild. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bell on me.
I know. I'm screaming. JK.
I know.
You're not one of those. Thank you, Terry. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, okay. So we're not gonna do no, we are gonna do Drew Hill. I lied.
I'm doing Drew Hill. I'm good.
I was gonna do Jagged Edge, but I want to do Drew Hill because I love Drew Hill a lot. Like it's my favorite group. This is my favorite R&B male group. Let me say that. So
Respect.
We're gonna take it to 1998, and we're going to enter the motherfucking Drew.
Into the journey. Okay, there we go. It was coming. I knew that was coming to be
fair. New Edition, Boys to Men. You know what? You absolutely right. Because actually, I've never listened to a full Boys to Men album or a New Edition album.
That's fair. I don't think I have either. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, let's get out of Drew Hill because I know all their stuff. So let's listen to Boys to Men. Their second. This came out in 94. So if you're doing 94, okay. I'll do 94.
Okay.
So Boys to Men, there's 2 album.
It's called 2.
God damn, 13 tracks, motherfucker. Fucking T. Howard suggest the long ass albums.
13 is not that bad, bro.
You know these songs is gonna be long as fuck.
That's what she said.
I'm screaming.
I'm trying to remember.
Okay,
this one had I'll Make Love to You. Okay, got you.
Yeah, this one got Water Runs Dry on it.
On Bended Knee. Okay.
Yeah, okay. This is a bop. This is the album. This is gonna be good. Okay.
All right, I'm with it. I'm with that.
2 by Boys to Men, 94, and Creeping on a Come Up.
Both of Harmony.
And that also came out in 94. So that's what we're reviewing next week.
I'm with it.
All right, we here with the group. And for honorable mention of a new group that I also would like us all to check out, honestly, it would be Flow. That's the group's name.
You told me about Flow.
Mm-hmm. It's a girls R&B group. They're very new. They out here doing their thing. They have a new album that just came out last year. It's called Access All Areas. So definitely check it out. Yeah. So that's going to be the 2 artists we review and a new artist to put y'all on to for the group.
I'm with that. I fuck with that.
Hey, all right. I hope everybody has a good night. I'm your girl, Miss JLH from We Don't Sip Tea, We Drink Wine.
I'm your boy AJ, the co-host of Hip Hop Vibes podcast. It's like a tri-code question. You got to say the whole thing.
Hey, y'all, thanks so much for tuning in, and we will